Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. We've got the simulator next to me. There's no hiding. We're going to go all the way through the bag, and we're here at Unique Indoor Golf in Atherstone in the Midlands. What a place this is, by the way. Great vibe. So if you are in the Midlands, in the area, make sure you check them out. I'll drop the link to their website in the bio of this video. Without further ado, the order of the day is I will be hitting 3 times with each of the clubs and taking an average of all of those shots. If I shank, if I top, if I thin, I will not be using that shot, just for full disclosure. And there will be some of those shots. So let's jump into the bay, flight scope simulator. Let's see how far I actually hit my clubs. Right, so as we said, we're gonna make our way through the bag. We'll start with the 60 degree. We'll make our way through the wedges first. See, I actually never full swing this on course, with good reason. There's one. 55, 56. So that carried 52 yards, and for today's video, we're only going to count the carry distances for all clubs. So 52. Bet people don't hit 60 degree in here very much, do they? That just hit the roof. Thank you very much. 57 yards on the second one. And that is, believe it or not, no retakes. 55, 57 yards. My 60 degree does not go very far. On to the next. Right, next up we've got the sand wedge. It's a 56 degree, based off the yardages on the last club. I don't think this is going to go as far as I think it is, so. Great hit. Very happy with the contact. Yeah, that sounds about right. 93 yards total and 86 yards carry. Very happy with that. That'll make the bloopers. Right, I might keep a live shank count going on the bottom right. There's the first. Pushed it a touch. So it wasn't a great connection, but we'll take it. I'm going to be quite strict with myself in terms of what I count and what I don't count. So it's easy to say no to that one, but we're going to count it. 71 yards carry. One more with the sand wedge. Yeah. You'll notice I'm going to do a lot of Tommy Fleetwood sawn off follow-throughs. I'm working through a swing change. 70 yards carry, I think 74 total. That is the sand wedge done. Gap wedge next. Right, so my gap wedge is a 48 degrees, so it's quite a big jump from the sand wedge to this. And this at the moment is kind of my 100-yard club. Oh, that was a beautiful strike, little draw. That is what we love to see. Beautiful, beautiful. That's as good as I can hit my gap wedge. 112-yard carry. And I think it rolled out to 118, so that was lovely. More of that, please. More of that indeed. Right, let's see if we can get 2 more good ones. Oh, it's another lovely strike. Slightly pushed, I think. Yeah. I think that is bang on 100 yards, ladies and gentlemen. Bang on 100 yards. 99 carry. At least we're there or thereabouts with what I'm expecting. Okay, one more with the gap wedge. Oh, lovely. You just know when you've hit one good. Perfect. I think something like 98 carry, 102 roll total. Yep, 97 carry. Lovely. That's the 3 wedges done. So next up, pitching wedge. This is where I lose track. I have no idea what loft this is, but we move. I'm expecting this to be anywhere between 115 and 130 yards, depending on how well I hit it. Oh, that was hit well. That was hit very well indeed. Oh, lovely. Out of the gates on smoke with the pitching wedge. 119 carry, 124 total rollout. Lovely stuff. Another good one. There's a little bit off balance, so let's see what that does to the numbers. Yeah, not my best, but certainly not my worst. I think something like 110, yep. Don't worry about that. 110 yards carry. Lovely. You can answer it, mate. Yeah. 3 out of 3 for the boy would be unbelievable going, given that I'm currently working out the shanks. Oh, he's gone and done it. Absolutely gone and done it. I tell you what, that would be 3 greens in regulation, I'll tell you that for free. Not the longest, but I am unbelievably happy with the striking. I think that's 110 yards carry, 115 yards total. That is a pitching wedge done. Right guys, 9-iron up next. I would love to see something in the 140s here. So let's see if we can make a bit of a jump here with the yardage. It's a good strike. Not very far, but it's a good strike. And some days your ball just doesn't go very far, but we'll take it. 123 yards, carry 129 total. Out of the gates, I'll take that. That's a big one. That is a big one. Go ball. It's bigger. It's not massive, but it is bigger. 130 yards, carry 136 yard total. Let's see if we can get one more out of there with the 9-iron. We've thinned one. A little thin number, but it's down there and it's on the green. 148 yards carry, 157 yards total. So even with that thin, the spin numbers still meant we actually only rolled out 9 yards, so we'll take that. Next up, the 8-iron. So, normally, and this is, I guess this is why it's important to get yourself down to a simulator, get yourself somewhere where you've got accurate data points, because I've changed clubs. I've changed clubs more than most people. I'll hold my hands up. So I think this is as important for me as it is for you. To actually find out how far I hit my clubs, because I come up short a lot. You guys know that. So yeah, I think my clubs are not going quite as far. It could be swings, it could be swing mechanics, it could be the clubs. So it's important to know this. But one thing I do like is the spin is right where I need it to be. A bit fat there. Well, very fat. Yeah, we won't cut that. Like I said, fat, thin, well, fat or like bladed, shanky, toppy shots won't count, so we're gonna have to hit that one again. Better, not quite pure, but it's exactly where we needed it to be. So I think the first one over 140, unless we just snuck underneath. 139 carry, 147 total with the 8. So that's number 1. I tell you what, one thing I will say, the accuracy is so far better than I thought it would be today. I thought I'd be hooking, slicing, but we are hitting the fairways, people. And consistency is your friend. So if we can hone in whatever numbers we get here on course, that'd be great. Right, one more with the 8. Oh boy. Oh boy, I gave that one a little bit extra. I think that's also 139. It's rolled out further than the others. Oh, 140. I think those last 3 8-irons have landed within 1 yard of each other in terms of distance. Right, after that absolute consistency masterclass with the 8-iron, I actually can't believe that. Next up is the 7. I think from here on out, we're going to see some insane spikes in terms of distance, because this is where my swing just starts to vary a little bit. So 6 iron on course is my 155, 160 club. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter. Let's see what we've got today. Fat. I can feel myself getting out of posture a little bit, backswing. So that won't count. It wasn't horrendous, rolled out to 152, but it was just really fat, so. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's a little bit slicey, but it was a good hit. Probably just came from the inside a little bit there. And that is 150 carry rolled out to 161. Oh, that is a nice strike. Weirdly, the further away I'm moving from the wedges, you'll notice I'm starting to fade the ball more, which is interesting. So that was 152 carry, rolled out to 162. So yeah, that was a lovely 7 iron. I think a little bit fat, but I think it wasn't fat enough to not count. Yeah, we'll count it. Not hitting the ball very far today, but I have got zero shame in admitting that. 145 yards carry, 154 yards total. That's the 7 iron. Okay guys, next up, 6 iron. This club can fly pretty far. The discrepancy on course that I've seen is pretty crazy, but that's all down to me. So let's see if we can hit 3 good ones here. Pulled it a bit left, but it's not hooking, so I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Well, I can say it rolled out to 198 and it carried 183. That may well be because I've got a combo set, and these are the 101s, 101Ts from Tacoma. And basically I'm in the middle of picking what my bag will be for this year. So look out for the what's in the bag coming up, because everything up to this club has been the 301 CB. So there might be too big a gap, so it may well be that I'm gaming these next year, but make sure you stay tuned for that video. Yeah, I felt myself open that one up, but the strike was okay, so it'll count. And even with that horrible spinny shot, that flew. 166 yards carry, 178 yards total. That's probably more like what I would expect on course. Oh, we found a nice straight one to finish. I don't think it's massive, but it's straight. Yeah. Rolled out to 168, which we'll love to see, and it carried 153, so that was a bit of a low, stingy, low spin number. But that is the 6 iron done. On to the 5. Okay, 5 iron up next. Battered the hell out of that. Yeah, that felt absolutely slapped, but yeah, that's so far right. I mean, I think it counts. 182 yards, carry 194 yards total, but it's about 100 yards to the right, so not what we want on course, let's just say that. Oh, that's a good one. Straight down the middle, I mean center stripe. Not massive, but you'll find that with me going up to the long irons, you are going to find this. 171 yards carry, 182 yards total. It's cutting and cutting, but it's a lovely shot. Absolutely spanked that one. It's rolled out to 207 and it carried 192, so that's the biggest shot so far. 5 iron done, 4 iron next. Right, next up, 4-iron. On screen it will say 5 hybrid, but that's just the system. So 4-iron is my 200-yard club. This used to be a hybrid back when we stopped topping it, so here we are. 4-iron. Oh boy. Oh boy. Little baby cut in there down the middle. Oh boy. First swing with the 4-iron is what we love to see. Well, what I can say is it rolled out to 230 and it carried 208 yards. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, we love to see that. 4-iron says don't ever swap me out for a 4 hybrid ever again. I think it can. I think it can. It's a bit of a slicey, horrible, spinny shot, but it's another good one, probably in the right rough on course. 215 yards total and 192 yards carry. Wow. The 4-iron came to play. 4-iron entered the chat in a big way. Come on, one more, 3 out of 3. Thin the hell out of it, but it is straight. It's the type of shot on course that you will take all day long, rolling past the 200-yard mark, so no complaints from me. 213 yards total and 182 yards carry. I mean, it's no surprise that it rolled out so far. That is the irons almost done. 2-iron up next. Right, next up is the 2-iron, the lesser spotted 2-iron. If you're an OG follower of the channel, you guys know this bad boy kept the driver out of the bag for months, all this year pretty much, until recently. I loved this club for ages, but we've found some success with the driver, so this is now more my tight fairway comfort club. If the driver's not behaving, this bad boy comes out. Bit of a slicey one, not insanely bad, probably right rough again. Carried pretty far though. So like I said, I don't know if I've already said it, but this is probably like my 3-wood replacement. I don't carry a 3-wood, 219 carry. Bearing in mind how far offline it was pretty good strike. So let's see if we can neutralize the path a little bit, close that face down and see if we can find us a fairway. Overcorrection, and that was a really toey strike, so that is the best advert for the forgiveness on this bad boy, because that was so far out the toe and it still rolled out to 213, 207 yards carry. So I'm glad this is happening, because this is perfectly explaining why. It's never going to go too far offline like the driver might do, but it can still go down there. Believe it or not, I've still not really hit a good one out the middle. Not my best. Unfortunately, you're not going to see me find the center of this club face, but what it is a good advert nonetheless. Wow, it's another big one. 243 yards total, which I think a lot of people would take from their driver down the fairway. So 220 yards carry, 243 yards total, and that is the 5-wood. I probably did this in the wrong order, because next I'm going to hit 5-wood, which may or may not go further. Let's see. So this, I'm actually really intrigued to see if this goes further than the 2-iron. You guys know this is another club that I've just fallen in love with recently. High draw. Let's see if we can get one. Oh. Absolutely not. After you hit so many balls, you kind of... It's a lot of swings, isn't it? And we're just saying, I'm actually starting to get tired, and most people think going to range, but then hitting ball after ball, you do get a little bit tired, so that may or may not be playing a part. Yeah, didn't draw, but it's a decent enough strike. Yeah, that's probably not far off what I get on course. 217 yards total, 196 yard carry. It wasn't quite hit out of the screws, probably a fraction fat. That was nice. That is what we needed. Oh, it's a big one. It is a big one. Oh boy. 262 yards total and 244 yards carry. That's a big 5-wood. I don't care who you're talking to, that is a big 5-wood. That might be the biggest 5-wood I've ever hit. That was nice. And that is straight down the middle. Okay. See, that was 100% fat, but it's still not horrendous. And that is what I do like about the 5-wood. And I think those 3 shots give you a really good idea of what I do on course. I catch this fat a lot, but when I do catch it clean, it flies. That was 201 yards carry, that last one. 5-wood done, and now the big stick. Okay people, it's time. A lot of people, a lot of you guys will have skipped straight to this bit to see how far Bogey Golf actually hits his driver. Anyone can put a shot tracer down, but no one can fudge the stats here, so here we go. No good. Would you believe I've been fighting a hook at the range? Yeah, we've been battling the hooks. Not my best, but it is a real drive that would happen on course. Rolled out to 249. I suppose with driver, probably the total rollout figure is more important, so we'll run with that. Right, one on the board with the driver. A little bit spinny. Not bad. Wasn't smoked. In fact, Dennis, shut your mouth. That's a great drive. That is a great drive. 272 total, and that's what we'll count for the driver. I think carry distance is less important. So 240 carry, 272 roll out. Yeah, we like that one. Didn't launch it too high, but that is as expected. 252 yards total on that one, and I'm happy with those. Not the best drives in the world, but certainly not the worst. And now let's dive into the numbers. Right guys, so there we have it. Lots of shots, lots of data put together, but I've got the averages now. So overall, certainly up to probably about 6 iron, all of my clubs went significantly shorter than what I have previously got. It could be the way I was swinging, it could be lots of factors, but this is really good numbers and really good data for me to take to the course. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace.